Synchronic versus NAVI, battling in the grand finals of the first golden ticket tournament. The winner taking home $18,000 and his place in the World Championship later this year. Here we go. The grand final match is set. NAVI taking on Synchronic. If NAVI wins, they'll be getting the very first golden ticket of the Clash of Clans esports this year. But Synchronic is looking to try to upset them and force the bracket reset as Simon is starting in with the Blue-Eyes. The Valkyries pulls out that Ice Golem Clan Castle nice and early. And he's coming with a Lark Launcher, something which we have not seen that often. Typically, we always see that these barracks, remember, this is the base, I believe, which gave DP quite some problems and struggled quite a bit versus it. He was able to triple it in the end, but it was a close one for sure. As Simon is now pushing in, the core should get taken care of off this Lark Launcher with the troops coming out of this. The Queen, I believe, is charging from the bottom side with the Royal Gem together, and everything is pushing further towards the Town Hall. The Town Hall is all the way back on the other side. Yeah, he needs these Yetis to jump over. Does decide to freeze the Town Hall with Super Barbarians come all the way through the top side as the Royal Champions Fox has gone down. But pops her ability to, so the Hogs come through. Gonna have to deal with a bunch of these brown skeletons as these Yeti Mites are jumping the wall for the Town Hall. Takes that down as he continues with finally not popping that Queen ability. Yeah, finally popping that Queen ability, but this is something like the first 3-star, and this is looking like a really fast attack as well. 1 minute and around 20 seconds it should be with the last bidding going down. So solid first strike for Synchronic. Simon getting the job done with 8 Rue Riders, Valkyries, and an overgrowth spell. That's right, we have the Frozen Arrow this time around, so hopefully we do not see a case again where the Inferno Tower is going to win that 1 versus 1 for a 99%. But instead, we have now the Root Riders. The Queen is funneling everything. The King is getting jumped into the Monolith compartment. And everything working alongside each other. But wait a second. The Clan Castle, luring that King away and the Monolith is going to stay alive. Is this going to be a big problem now, though? We've seen the issues before where if the King doesn't take the jump spell, it causes a big issue. He does take out the multi-target Inferno, but the Valkyries from that siege barracks is coming back to help go in for the Monolith here as the King is running his way down south while he did overgrowth that whole core of the base. Yeah, the overgrowth spell is quite nice, but remember, the Town Hall is then one of the last biddings, so he needs to have enough power. He needs to have enough Root Riders alive to then come back through those defenses and get towards the Town Hall. Now we have the overgrowth spell running out. The Warden is getting targeted. The King is going in, taking some defenses out. Is this going to be enough power? The Rage, the Tornado Trap, delaying that Royal Champion, though. Yeah, the Kane's getting spun around, does wall break from the top side, actually used the wall breaker to jump to help open up the top of that Super Barbarian. Very nice wall breaker, a small little detail that can help with time of damaging the building. Does have the Queen ability. It is a 3-star, but it is slower than what Simon did for Synchronic. This is going to be a 1 minute and 36 second 3-star coming in for NAVI. The epic equipments for King and Queen, and then the common equipments for Warden and Royal Champion here. But the strategy overall stays the same with the Root Riders, with the Valkyries, with the Barbarians. And he is splitting things up quite a bit. That is a quick opening attack from a different angle. Yeah, with Root Riders moving on through, he wants his heroes to remove the defensive King. Does send a few headhunters to slow him down. Dropping some skeleton spells out in front of these Root Riders. Looking to push his way through the Clan Castle a little bit deeper, further into the base as his King can pass into the Town Hall. If he grabs that, that can really help protect these Root Riders. Yeah, and so far, the wave of Root Riders is just perfect. Like, you want to have like an even spread going through the village. And so far, this looks amazing from what he's doing. But right now, they're clumping up a little bit, which should be alright because the the healing book of the Warden is keeping things alive. There goes the Rage spell now. Is it enough coverage for the back end? I think he should be alright with the Royal Champion spotting up. Wait a second, there is a ton of spring chips and those Hogs are getting spring chipped away really quickly. With a minute now just passing in the attack, the Queen's continuing through this expo. Super Barbarians are perfectly used to help clean up the outside buildings, taking that down, and Einstein is delivering here with a 3-star. He did get a 99% in his previous attack, and what an answer, coming in with a very quick and efficient triple here for Synchronic. Fan favorites going in with the Root Riders. Yes, the jump in there. Yes, some wall breaks to have the separate hero dive probably, but we have seen exactly this base causing quite some problems earlier. Every troop disappeared in the core, and I think it was one of the higher times in this tournament. It was like a 3-star with 2+ minutes, so he needs to make sure that this is not happening to him because this core is dangerous. It is as 3 ice golems come out, dropping skeleton spells out in front, wall breaking, so the Queen can walk away up into that Mylib, pops that early warning ability, gonna move his way on through to the ricochet cannon. Remember, there is an invisibility spell right next to that town hall, which can cause an issue with pathing, as we have one jump to use in this army. Yeah, only one jump, and he's using that on the back end. The Queen is in danger. 1 second. Ooh, forcing that affinity. The healers are trying their best to keep that Queen alive, but the core is staying alive. But we have a huge wave of Root Riders coming in from that bottom side. The dodge spell has not been deployed just yet. Where is he going to deploy that? Is that for the Queen? Is that for the Barbarian King? But the Root Riders are there, so the jump spell is not needed right now. I don't know what he's gonna jump at this point. He decides to jump that Queen. A couple of super barbs coming into the top side. Super minions taking out that multi-arch star. Yes, that goes down. That's gonna be clutch. So he does not have to come back for it. Look at this, 99%. And he's finishing on the town hall. The very last building to take down. And it is a 3-star coming in for Klaus with the Root Riders. General X, the captain of Synchronic, is in with that Queen King off to the right, going down nice and early within 5 seconds. We already have the King Siege Barracks World Champion, and the Root Riders are down with the Warden as 10 seconds have now just eclipsed this attack. He is moving fast indeed, pushing his King with the Root Riders into the core, but the Royal Champion is already deployed down there at the bottom side to take down the furniture, to take down the defenses, which are out of range of those Root Riders. The Queen is just going around the right side, but one thing which is important on this base, first off, the monolith is really isolated. Second thing is, there is no defenses inside that tunnel compartment, which means Root Riders are less likely to open up that tunnel compartment. Yeah, he does attack from the opposite side, which means that it could be quick attacking from the opposite side of the end to the top all together, but it is also risky, as he does drop a freeze out of the backside scatter and that axe spell popping the King Billy. Now Root Riders opening the wall into the monolith, freezing it up and freezing the Queen at the exact same time, as he does wall break to allow to try to have the Queen potentially step into the town hall. Yeah, the Queen getting raged up now to take down all of the buildings around it. He has still the Queen ability. There's the heaters, what is the equipment looking like? And that is the answer there. 1 minute 40 seconds on the clock still, which means we're going to get close to the 1 minute 30-second mark. Yeah, this is for sure one of the slower attacks. The Barbarian King even staying alive, which means he's slowing down even further. Especially if that Queen is now getting stuck on that Barbarian King, that could cause some problems, but I think she should skip him and take down the Armored King first. And that indeed is going to be a 3-star. But let's take a look at the time. 1 minute, around 40 seconds, I think, was this one. Gaku is the only player to have any fails throughout this entire tournament. Every other player on NAVI is perfect. And Gaku is looking to come in with the Root Riders, the Valkyries. Can he triple and triple with speed? Yeah, but I feel like that Synchronic, based on the traps with the skeleton traps there, for example, the Barbarian King, they have somewhat seen this entry point. Maybe there is a ton of giant bombs for those Root Riders, so they have definitely seen this type of entry. But is it enough to then either force a slow attack or to force a defense? That's the question. Can Gaku push it all the way through? The Royal Champion already struggling, has to force the Royal Infinity. Things are not going in the favor of Gaku. This attack, I think, was somewhat baited. Oh boy, we have the Queen abilities already been forced. The RC, her abilities already been forced. Completely trying to make his way all the way around the space. Remember, he just kind of dropped that overbook, means it's going to last here for quite a while, as he's gonna have to end through this back section and then come back into the core to grab that town hall. No more wall breakers. So he's gonna have this queen reach and grab this multi-target inferno. Eventually, with 2 freezes left, he's got the super hogs coming through. So it's all about these troops making their way back for that town hall. The rage is there. The Roy ship, no, wait, the Roy ship is still there. I was just not sure with how many troops there were, but that was going down, and in the end, guy who has everything under control. I feel like overall, rage towers are great, but overgrowth is just countering them so much. It's all about the correct timing, though. Sure, dragons, okay, this core is really compact, so I can totally understand why he's doing it. Oh, that was genius. Getting the rocket dude in there, and with the chain of the electric dragon, he's actually taking on the air defense for the funneling. That was really nicely done. Really smart move to stop things up. Getting the pathing right for those electric dragons, with then the queen and the king now pushing those electric dragons into the core. But he has to get those freezes right. The sweepers should not annoy him if he's getting the freezes right. Yeah, with the king to the left, going to be able to help take out the defensive king. Task the farm, pulling some E-Drag there, but he needs these Ooh, he only has 1 E-Drag. Let's make his way to the town hall. Try to get the Chan. Yes, the town hall goes down. That was clutch, as the world champion has now been deployed to the right side as the super dragon coming out of that siege. But wow, that's still a slammer, which we haven't seen too much here today. As the super dragon continues its way around, E-Dragon's got the value in the core. Now it's up to the heroes to continue to run around. All about the phone tower staying alive. The queen won't be able to reach it. He has to pop that queen ability to make sure that the healers are tanking. The Roy Tim, with her equipment and ability still there, he's going to pop it, but it's going to go right into the bomb tower. But I feel like, is this going to be enough? He's celebrating. He knows it is actually indeed enough. The phone tower is nearly dead. And it's the first star with 1 minute, I think it was 1 minute 18 seconds, which would improve their average time. But here we go. Kazuma is looking to hit 63 seconds. If he does that, they will be tied exactly in this war. Granted, it's a 63-second triple here for Kazuma. He's coming with the Root Rise. Valks does have the overgrowth. And the approach might just be, I think, to drop all the heroes in different corners. With the Root Riders coming in, you try to be as quick as possible. The Root Riders, Siege Barracks is down. Starting in with Valkyrie Super Barbs as well to the right, King to the top. Probably the Queen might be placed up there as well. No, Queen is down to the bottom. So he's really spreading these troops out. He is really making sure that every angle of this base is getting attacked from his troops. There goes the race. There goes the one in the T. Nicely waiting for the for the defenses to first deal some damage to his Root Riders to then take advantage of the invincibility and the healing effect of this equipment combination. The Queen's still trying her best to support the troops, but she is kind of decent. Go for the wall. She is not. She's going around for the bottom side, bottom compartment, and the overgrowth spell doing so far a great job of making sure that there's no damage on those troops. Yeah, passing right by this town hall right now. Queen still has the ability, has a rage, which can really speed things up. We're just passing 50 seconds here, so he's on track for the 63-second mark, trying to get to that as close as possible. 1 rage left, trying to get to the tower. There's 60. Okay, he still has to get to the core. He had to wait a little bit for that overgrowth spell. Rating off. Place the race. He's placing it. I don't know, maybe not perfect, but it is for sure a quick 3-star. But was it quick enough to stay close? We're going to have Mark now attack here for Synchronic with an 11-second total time lead. Coming in with the Root Riders, the Valkyrie, no overgrowth here, does have that jump spell, which usually is going to be paired in with the King. And he's up using the Frozen Arrow. Those are all things which could improve the time by just 1 or few seconds, which could be the deciding factor for this one. He's going for the Healer Puppet instead. And we have the Root Riders in. They're going straight into that monolith. There is no overgrowth, so it's all about just raw power going through that core and the 2 poison towers. Yeah, King, look at him going straight on into the town hall. No tornado trap. Oh, there's the tornado trap, just as I say it. Pulling that King away from the town hall, so he does freeze. Will the King be able to secure it? He does invest the rage spell to try to take it down as the Queen is continuing her walk to the top side. Oh no, but the Roy Chip is stuck inside that tower of poison. If he's going to spawn those Hog Riders now, they're going to be all inside that tower of poison as well. Yes, they take some damage. All of that could result into less efficient on the back end. Still below the 1 minute mark by now. 2 minutes is the remaining time, and this attack is moving really quick towards the end of the 3-star at the end of the road. Yeah, every second here matters. He's got to finish on these storages. It is a 3-star, which means stars must triple in order to have a chance to win. Okay, he's going with a lot because if there's someone as multitasking specialist as he is, he's for sure he has for sure the chance of doing that. So he is having the classic equipment combination, going with 2 hounds. He's bringing a couple of super barons for funding and things like that. But what he has to do is he has to play the hero dive as he's starting with the lava. He has to do pretty much everything at the same time. Oh, it's so insanely hard to do it. Look at this. Look. Queen down, king down. They're going to move through. Remember, it's got to be 64 seconds. He's got the laning spells. There's the laning. It's going in as his heroes in with Navi Wallow. It's already starting with the warded hand. He's got Diggy on the ward. World Champ's already deployed. Everything's coming down at once. Good luck, stars. Oh my lord. We have the blip now. Flight towards the core. The haste spell is deployed. The blimp is there. The snail trap. The raid trap. Not, oh, there is the Sandra, but it's too far behind. The General should go down. The Freeze is there. The Tower indeed is down. The Queen kinda, oh no, the Queen went down on the bottom side, though the Mujafirds are staying alive. Oh no, that Queen is supposed to clear that bottom side as the balloons, they're moving away from the top. He has a lot of minions. Clear the top. He still has the RC ability. Minions, 1 wizard left. The enemy Queen, unfortunately, is still alive over on the far right side. Or Chaz, he's gonna have to push through the enemy Queen. Oh no, it's 6 more seconds. Can he get it? The minions are doing their job, but the bottom compartment is staying alive. Yeah, it's going to be the 3-star, but it is going to be a reset of the bracket because Synchronic are going to actually win this match 15-15. Ooh, because this 3-star, it sounds weird to say, but it was too slow. And let's dive in as Pete Castro begins our opening attack. He is starting indeed, and he has to make sure that he's attacking quicker because he was one of the slower attackers from Navi in that first match. But starting off strong, but when he's taking the king, he has to go back. He's taking his time going. Like, where's Lou? What? World champion over here. Hold him in. He's playing the king with the controller, getting that king back in there. The Root Riders are back on track. Yeah, that was very, very close right there because we also had Teslas pop in the area, but the Queen deals with the Teslas, and that World Champ on defense just saved his path. If the King doesn't have his path secured yet, he's going to go in and path with the Root Riders and goes right into the poison. Not ideal right there, but the World Champion up top there makes her way through the monolith, it claps in the top of the base, and the King will, I guess, take the poison with all the Root Riders going through the core, but still looking very, very good. More Root Riders being held for the back end of the base there. Didn't even drop them on. When you're trying to go so fast in your attacks that you're able to have enough space in your mind to be able to think that I need to hold extra troops on standby to go into the back side like extra Root Riders off of the bars, and they just dropping the whole stack. It is very, very impressive, but he's got it under control up there, and it looks like he will lock this one in at about a minute. What is that? Minute and 18? A minute 19 there for Picastro. But like we said, we are expecting both of these teams to go to a double perfect war. And until we see otherwise, they got to keep the pace up to an absolute maximum. 3 Skeletor spells. Blink at the top side of the face. Key Queen go into defensive Queen. Top Skeletor spell, getting a couple of troops up there with the World Champion, a couple Super Barbarians, Valkyries on the outside of the base. There are lots of different troops, like lots of switching of troops there as he makes his way in. Lots of switching of spells. That the more switching, the more changing troops around there, and then changing to different sides of the base there is more opportunities for a misclick, but I'm not seeing any issues here as he attacks through runners on the right side as well. Yeah, really clean opening, getting everything right. The Clan Castle was through it towards the topside heroes, which means the Root Riders do not have to worry about those defensive franchise troops Clan Castle response ever, but the Root Riders on the far right side really quickly went down. Yeah, they did. They got the walls open there, and the defensive king was anchoring down. Giant bombs went up in that area there, and the multi held the line. Where Champions moved across there, he's throwing in the rest of the Super Barbarians to try to reinforce in the area that the World Champion goes through, but she gets sniped off by the monolith. He needs to get that multi down. He does. The Super Barbarians grab it. They clear the compartment. He's finishing off the core, and Simon will cheer as he will put out a lightning fast attack. You're locking in at 69 seconds. Unbelievable opener for Synchronic. And he is there with his Lalo, and I just wish him the best of luck that the Queen is not going to go down again, because that was so unfortunate. The Queen going down through ability was such an unfortunate moment in his last attack, because the Mujahid task, we just talked about it, Mujahid tasking during Root Rider attacks is, to be honest, not easy whatsoever. but doing that with a lava attack is just on a whole new level, and Stars is making that work. With the Lightnings getting the value, and his King now getting pushed into the core, with the Queen getting some value as well. Lots of buildings removed on the inside there, but the King is going to make his way in, getting caught in the tree trap. That will slow him up for a minute, but I'd rather hit the King while he's in a relatively low damage area than to catch a Blimp here, something here. So that means that Blimp is going to be safe, and the King is able to keep on power through that area without any problems. But the Queen's funneled in. She's going to go in and get the defensive World Champion out of the way here, which means that the Headhunters have to get the defensive Queen up top there. They got it under control, and that Blimp does arrive to Town Hall. Everything's going very, very smooth here. Let's see when he crosses that 40-second mark here, so he continues to march forward. Yeah, loons out everywhere. Minions are circling that base. There's even a Howlip alive on the far right side. This attack is just crazy. And he is barely at the 1 minute mark. It could be an insanely quick attack as well if those troops are nicely spitting. And it seems so far that is the case. There's a Ice Golem explosion. The core still, the clank of the ship go down, which is still very, very fast. But it wasn't as fast as the open attack there from the other side. So now this is, speaking of fast attacks here, we've talked about it before. Einstein is currently the world record holder for the fastest attack in Clash of Clans esports, using double invisibility to set into the base, and he's just going to push right into the defensive heroes. A very, very interesting approach right there, where Champ deploys in behind, and he's going to leave a couple defenses behind, but he's got super far berries onto him, and that's one way to speed things up here. Remember, his fastest attack of all time was a 53-second attack. That is a crazy story. I've never seen someone to go in with a double invisibility spell to create better pathing for Root Riders. I mean, I'm doing that with the fireball equipment of the Warden, but doing it with Root Riders is just completely wild to me. The overgrowth spell, though, should not last any longer, which means it's coming back. But can he overpower this back up? Because there's still quite some defenses left. He's still stuck at those ice golems, and they keep freezing him up in the middle of the face as he just gets anchored down inside of that Town Hall poison. But the World Champion pops their ability there, spawning the hogs of the hog puppet, starts to make forward, but then immediately gets targeted by the Monolith. He freezes, but he doesn't get the Monolith in the freeze right there, as World Champion goes down as a result of that. That's going to cost him some time there. Definitely would have liked that World Champion HP preserved so she could help on the backside. And that's going to cost him a bunch of time. You can see his disappointment right there as he has no more control. He's just going to coast his way through, and I think he should have the punch to get through this with his Queen still alive. But it's going to cost him at least 20 seconds. Yeah, the wall is going to stall that Queen quite a bit. He's still going for a star, but the marker being out of range, which means he has to go through this one wall. Oh, obviously, the Queen is picking that max wall, finding the wall, using the Phoenix, following the Phoenix to take down the martyr, but it's a slow attack. Right now, the average time for Navi is 1 minute and 18, and on Synchronic side, it's 1 minute 26, so it's not that big of a difference just because of the first attack of Synchronic being just that quick. The question now, though, is can Kazuma improve the average time of his team or make it a bit slower? We have the Root Riders again. We have the Overgrowth spell right now again, and this one is a non-maxed Overgrowth spell. I would love to know if this is intentional, because you can always max out the spell with using potions, right? But you can never downgrade it. So this might be actually strategical, intentional non-upgrade of that spell to make it last not as long, to make sure that it's better for your attack. Could be the option. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm speculating too much here. Oh, the King missed the funnel, though. He looped out of the base right there and did not take the jump, so if he does have extra things that he is trying to just save times on, he's got bigger problems than that right now. He'll overgrow the Town Hall. He's going to wrap around it. The King is at least in a position where he can provide some support there for the Queen and need a tank there, and he is going to take a turn into the base now, so even though he missed the jump, he swags that jump effectively. The Valkyries are still going to take it over to the bottom side, and that overgrowth is about to wear off here, but he's stuck on ice golems to the core of the face. It's going to be a grind to the core there to get back to the Town Hall, but he's got the World Champion ability. He's got one freeze to get through it, and he might be in trouble here. The famous unicorn can keep that Queen alive, but the time is problem. The Queen is having problems quite a bit to get through that wall. Can the Scatter reach that Queen? That's the question, Corbin. Yeah, one in attack there, but unfortunately, the time, again, we saw from synchronic and now from NAVI, it is a 3-star, so this question about time, it just might not be a factor at this point. If it's a perfect war, perfect, that is gonna be huge. But look at this, the scatter shot's barely going down, the frozen arrows there, and a 3-star is coming in here for NAVI Kazuma, but time is now definitely on the chronic side. If he can be the MVP again, because he's taking the same base actually. What? NAVI is deciding to bring the same base again. Because the last time Galax had the slowest attack versus this base. Remember, he had a 1 minute 39 second attack versus this base. So the question now is he going to improve that time? Because he's switching things up. He has moved the lock launcher this time around. Yeah, log launcher coming in to snipe that multi-target Inferno, which is doing damage to it. As out comes that triple clan castle of the Ice Golem here, with the Queen making her way off to the right. Super Barbarian's trying to go straight into the multi. That'll take that down as the King ability goes off to the left, taking that jump to move on into the core. Yeah, the core is getting overpowered. The King is taking down the left side to push those Root Riders into the Monolith. Again, we have this getting spell for the Monolith, but the multi-inferno tower of the Town Hall is taking those skeletons quickly out. The Queen around the right side, he has still freezes left. Is this going to be a quicker one as the one which he just said? The Ruins are not going for the Town Hall. Yeah, the Town Hall, they have to finish on it. So they're going to go to the outside. The Queen is taking a lot of damage here. A bunch of Headhunters. They'll take out the defensive King. As there's the RC ability with the Hogs coming from the RC Puppet. The Queen's continuing her way off, finishing on the Town Hall to then turn back around to grab these buildings here. And it is going to be a 3-star, finding a few Spring Traps. And General X grabbing the triple for synchronic and tying this match up here. But it is, wait, what? Dragons and bats, have they been saving this attack for this moment here to try to be as fast as possible? Do they know something we don't? Probably. Maybe they think this like the Creative Master series. Maybe. But hey, they're going over the dragons, more ability early on. And we see already, at the bottom side, Rock the Eagle Estuary, there's not that much splash, right? It's the two Inferno towers covering that entire flank. So if he's able to overpower those, I see the bats totally working. I mean, that could for sure work for this attack. But can he take down the core? Can he take down the scatter shots? That's the big question right. There we go. The bats are down. Tesla's popping up. The Tesla farm's going to do a lot of damage here to the bats. You just don't want the eagle to lock onto them. As the minions are also coming through here, the bats can continue to wade through with 4 freezes on the backside multi. There you go. There's the first one. And the bats are getting so much value and flying through this base here. Oh, and that is quick as well. Remember, that should be quite a quick. Oh, the eagle. Oh no, the bat. Oh, fly past through. Fly into the range of the eagle. Do something but avoid that. Oh, the mages, no. They take the damage, and he tried to be quicker with it, as he now has to get through the defensive King, and it's taking quite a bit of time with the buildings up to the far right side still up. He needs to drop minions over there, and they know that they have to bring that time back down, and that is definitely probably playing a role in their selection of their strategies here. Oh, that is not optimal, because even if it 3-stars, it is a slower one. 1 minute 1 minute of 30 seconds is passed by now. The scatter shot still left standing. The Warden with the 2 dragons should take that out, no problem. But the Queen slowly make their way around, and it's going to be the 3-star, but it's going to be a slow one, nearly 2 minutes, which is, weirdly enough, not the best attack possible for those 2 teams. Here we go. Philip is up next, and he is also bringing dragons, but not a bat wave, just only 1 bat spell. Yeah, but that's the same base. That's the same base, and it is the base of Ganagon, which Ganagon had to attack, because they have kind of like failed in the current meta, where they have gotten 1 minute 39 seconds in the last match. But this time around, it is Philip with the King dive for the channel, and then dragons with the bats. Well, it's not a bat wave as what we have just seen, but at least a bat spell in the mix as well. Yeah, well, dragons are down, Warden as well, balloons. King's gonna go take out the enemy Queen and that Town Hall. Stone Slammer coming through. Remember, if you stay far away from the clan castle, the ice golems will not get lured out of the CC if the dragons can help remove that clan castle before you get in range of it. Yeah, and because this time around he has went for the Town Hall first, there is no Town Hall Inferno taking down those skeletons, where she's the one that is perfectly tanked right now. She got a shot on the back end and still stuck on that king. Queen is now getting pushed in there, and this attack looks really solid so far, but it's not all about the back end. The Royal Champion, can she spawn those hogs and get to overpower the back end? The air defense is shooting, but the troops are just overpowering the last couple of defenses here. And with the hogs coming right on around, Queen's taking out the ricochet cannon, and a 3-star here indeed from Philip, with 2 balloons left to help use to clean up probably the bottom buildings. As there you go, drops them perfectly as this scatter shot is going down slowly, but the balloons will pass up to that final building. And there you go, a 3-star coming in for synchronic, but anything can happen in the final set of attacks here. Klaus is now in with 2 clone spells and 7 dragons, trying to be under the 60-second mark and try to set a new world record. That's what they have to do kind of here. It is not going to be easy, but remember, this base already defended for synchronic with a double invisibility towers earlier in the tournament. So is this approach going to be what they need? That is the main question here. Oh, there you got it, this giant arrow. I think you have to be happy for that one, because yeah, score, and the spare towers are completely useless by now. And there we go, we got Super Minion Blip cloning as he makes the town hall invisible so the super minions can try to shoot around it, but unfortunately they're not really getting the value as they pulled a bunch of traps and went down. Oh no, the traps and the sweeper really has cost him. Is the town? Yeah, the town ID is going down. That is good news for him. But is it going to be enough to even phrase so, to be honest? Quick one. I don't really see that one coming, that this is a quick attack. It's more about, like, at this point, just getting to the 3-star, but then hope for a defense versus last taker of synchronic. Yeah, with the RC ability still intact, the Dragon's trying to get through the core. The defensive Queen's doing a lot of damage as he still has the ricochet cannon still up here, and it might not be a triple because he was going all out to try to be fast, but unfortunately, with that sweeper pointing right over that town hall, I wonder if he wanted to try to have that arrow light up for the Queen to even take out the sweeper on the backside. But hey, it's looking like it'll be a 3-star here. That Queen's taking the ground expo. So at this point, they know they can't win on time. So if Mark triples, they win. But if he gets a 99% 2-star, they will lose. Well, the pressure is on, and even though both teams so far are none so 3-star, I think this 3-star feels way hotter, as we are seeing the Root Riders, the Valkyries, balloons are down, we have siege barracks off to the right side with the backups coming out, and here we go as the Queen's coming to the left as she goes forward this town hall. The Root Riders are down with that Grand Warden. Yeah, the Root Riders perfectly go for that scatter shot. The right tower going off though, and the Inferno tower picking off some of those P.E.K.K.A on Gals already. Queen, yeah, it's not really going where she's supposed to. King as well. This might get interesting here. He doesn't have a wall break, so he will have to walk around, help deal with that defensive king. But he doesn't go into the town hall compartment, dropping a couple super barbarians. Hang on, super minis coming out of that siege barracks from the far right side. The Root Riders are splitting up to the right. He does have a few going back to the town hall now. Oh, he's missing the town with that freeze. Another freeze has to be invested. Town hall, is he going to go down the bakeries there? The one bakery? No, the town hall is staying up. You cannot make this up. He has to get that freeze as you said it, and he has to make sure that it's not too slow. There's no spells left. There's no spells left called with the RC ability. This is where you need the RC shield to skip through those. Just snipe that town hall. The builders are doing work. The maxed out builders. Can he hit the mark here? As the Royal Champion continues, got pop that ability. Superman's working through the clan castle. Come on, remember the tower's gonna explode. It's gonna even slow down the Royal Champion a little bit more. But there are the super minions as well. This one was a heart attack, but he is celebrating because he knows that this is enough. Congratulations to synchronic, earning the first golden ticket in 2024 and securing their spot in the World Finals later this year.